I want to go over a few reminders before you take your test. So, first of all, you can have any of these problems read to you. The teacher can read any problem to you. They cannot give you other help with the math, but they can read any problem to you. So if you want help reading it, I'm not your reading teacher. We can help you with that. Okay. But they cannot help you with the math. If you're not sure if they can help you or not, just wait. I'll be back tomorrow and can give you any help that I might be able to give you. So do remember there is a video you can go watch at home if you're not sure about something though. Hey, if you're not sure about something, skip it. Find a question that you can do. Please remember to show your work. If I can't see your balances, if I can't see your solution sets, they're not going to be correct. Hey, this is a test. You're not talking to each other. Whatever problem you have, it needs to be with the teacher. You need to talk to the teacher. If you need a pencil, you need to talk to the teacher about it. We're not talking to other people because I don't know what you're talking about, right? Worry about your own paper, no talking. And so if you are talking, you'll just get moved and your name will get written down. And do remember there is more time tomorrow to fix and finish anything. So usually, right, we do one section at a time and you come check. I'm not here. Don't worry about it. You're just going to do the whole test. When you get it done, turn it in. So there'll be directions on the board for you to look at. We're going to go over a couple questions really quick just to get in your brain and remember what you need to do. So there'll be 8 questions on add, subtract, multiply, and divide. You need to find the variable. We want the variable alone. I am expecting to see your balance. So you don't necessarily need to draw the balance bar. So you don't need the balance bar, but you do need to get the variable by itself and show me your balance. So here I have negative 15. So the opposite of that is to add 15. And if I add 15 on this side, I need you, getting all my things mixed up. I need you to add 15 on this side. I have to see that you did the same thing to both sides. If you have the answer but no balance, it will not be correct and you will have to go fix it. So just do it right the first time. I have to see the balance. So this one, we want to get G alone. So, right, you would do this cancels out. Hold on, I'll go back. So, right, this cancels out. You would do this equals H. So this one, we want G alone. So we have 8, so we need to take away 8. That cancels out. And then I need to take away 8 over here, and I need to make sure to line my decimals up when I add and subtract. So I would do 19.5, take away 8.0, line your decimals up. Hey, this one, these are stuck together. Stuck together means to multiply. The opposite of multiply is to divide by 5. So if I divide by 5 here, I have to divide by 5 here. And if you see the slash, right, that means divide. So I'm looking for C. So the opposite of divide by 6 is to times by 6. So that cancels out. So I would do 42 times 6 to get that answer. It is not 7, right? 7 divided by 6 is not 42. Our brain wants us to think it's 7. Plug it back in. Does it make sense when you have an answer? Does it make sense? So I'm expecting to see your balances the same thing on both sides to get it correct. Hey, then there will be a section on inequalities, right? Those are our not equal, our comparing symbols. So this says Mrs. Richards spent less than 20 minutes making this video. Write and graph an inequality to represent how much time T she spent. So we're getting our variable and we're comparing it to 20. Now it does not say do a solution set, but we know that's part of the process. So I need at least 3 things that T can equal, and it has to be less than 20. So I'm going to say I spent 19, I spent 10, I spent 8 minutes. So all of these, and right, it can't be 20. 20 is not less than 20. It has to be less than 20, not equal to. So this one's not equal. Always ask, can it equal it? Every time. So these are less. So my little one points to the smaller ones. It points to the smaller ones. It opens up to the bigger one. The time I spent is less than 20. So when we're graphing it, we're going to find 20 and circle that. And I'm going to keep it open because it doesn't equal it. So if it equals it, right, we grab it and fill it in. So always ask if it equals. So if it equals it, we're going to fill it in, but this one doesn't. So it could be 19, it could be 10, it could be 8. So my arrow needs to go to the left because it's less than 20 with an open circle. There's a lot of little details we've got to pay attention to. Is your sign the right way? Is it equal or not? Is your circle filled in or not? If it's equal, it's filled in, right? It grabs it and fills it in. Which way does your arrow go, right? T is less, T is less. Got to check, do all my little pieces match up to match the problem? Okay, and then the last part will be writing an equation with the equal sign. So this says there are 8 more boys, so just plus more, not times more, just 8 more boys than girls in the class. There are 19 boys. Write an equation to represent how many girls G are in the class. So we have 19 boys, and that's 8 more than the girls. So I take the 19, that's a total. I'm going to take away the 8, right? Because there's more boys, so that means there's less girls, and that equals the girls. I could also take the girls and make 8 more boys plus 8 more boys, and that will equal 19. So remember, every problem, every equation has 4 ways to write it, that at least 4 that are true. So opposite of subtract is add, and then I can flip these around. I can take 19, I can minus the girls, and there will be a difference of 8 kids. I can also take the 8 more, I can add on the girls, and it can equal 19. Now, one thing I could not do is I could not say 8 minus the girls equals 19. That's not going to make sense, right? I can see that 19 minus 8 is 11. There should be 11 girls. If I do 8 minus 11, that does not equal 19. Make sure it makes sense. Figure out what should the answer be. Does it make sense? Okay, so you guys are going to work on your test now. Remember, there's no talking. I need you to not talk for 40 minutes. You can be respectful and not talk, okay? So on your test, it looks like this. There are 4 problems here that you are going to add and subtract. And it says with proof, with your balances. If you don't have the balance, it's not right. Then there are 4 multiply and divide. So remember, if they're stuck together, it means times. They're stuck together, times. You slash, we've got divide. So these are stuck together, right? They're stuck together. We're undoing with divide. If you have the slash when you're trying to find that, you undo with multiplication. So 4 of those, 4 of those. Remember, you're just going to do the whole thing. Do the whole thing. And then the next page has 4 equations that you're going to write. Make sure you read, right? This one says select 3 correct ones. This one says write an equation, write an equation. This one says write 2 equations. So make sure you are doing that. And then there are inequalities here. Make sure I have solution sets, so that helps you get the right answer. And then there are 2 above level questions if you want to try out those. So just do as much as you can today. We should be getting at least the front page done. And if you're stuck on one of these, skip. Go try something on the back. So work hard, and I will see you tomorrow. You got this.